Hey guys, it's me, Barb, and I wanted to give you a quick tour of my Palworld bases. I only have 2 of them at the moment. I haven't built the 3rd yet, but I figured I'd like to show you what I've been working on. So this is my main home base over here, and I built it at a very familiar place that you're probably going to recognize if you played the game at all. Right here is where you come into the world in Palworld, and here's the first waterfall. I searched for 2 hours for my first base location, and I decided that I like the waterfall. So without further ado, let's get into checking out the base. Now, most of the base is in this ground, and it is this flat ground area between the cliff edge and the next cliff edge over here. So I really do like that. And I was able to protect this very easily because we only have the one bridge coming in over here. And I do have raids turned off. I left them on until about level 16, but I decided I didn't like the idea of my house burning down. It never did, but I like being able to build out of wood, and I don't want to be limited to building out of stone and metal. And there's a lot of things in the game for me other than raids, so I do have those off. Now over here I have my little ranch area. And I did 2 of these because I like to have a variety of critters out. I don't want them to feel crowded. And I have my mining over here, my trees, and then I do have this condenser and some processors and just generic stuff around the base. This is supposed to be my crafting station up here, but my pals don't like to come up here and assist in handiwork. They do come up here sometimes, but not enough for it to be meaningful, so I mostly use this for storage, and I am going to change that up. Here is the base for breeding, and here is where I bake most of my cakes, and also items that have sanity to keep my pals happy. And I quite like this in the middle because my big pals can come out here to lay in the beds. It doesn't take up any extra space, and my smaller pals have all these beds here and in the house. Now, for the house, I did build it up into the cliff because I wanted it to connect up to the roof so I could easily access and like run into my mount if I wanted to. And I do have a side balcony over here as well. Sorry, they are watering into the late hours of the night. And I also have this side porch, but we'll go in through the front door. And downstairs I have this little seating area. I need to do more with decorating it. I've got this area. This is all storage for the egg hatchery. Got some extra beds in here as well, because sometimes they do like to come inside. I did vaulted ceilings upstairs, and with these decorations I do have like my little sleeping area. I did want it to be a shower nook, but unfortunately the items for the shower need vaulted ceilings. So the one thing I would have done differently is that bottom floor, instead of it being 1 square tile up, I would have had the bottom floor be 2 square tiles up and then go up here for a vaulted ceiling. But my house is going to be really tall, so I'll have to figure out a way to do that at some point. And up here's a nice little storage area as well. So not a lot of decorating done, but it is functional, and I do like the location and the placement for the house. Now over here past the oasis and the dock, I have my storage shed. One thing I like doing with this water area is if you come to the edge and you see that little blue, if you build out this way, it'll let you build a certain distance where the structure is supported, and it's just fine. So I have up here, it's kind of a lookout for now, but I do want to use this for storage. This area is outside the blue, so if I had structure deterioration on in my server settings, that could be problematic, but I turned that off as well because I wanted to be able to go just a teensy bit outside the edge. And the other thing I really like out here is, in addition to having that storage, you have this over here, and the pals don't access this because they're blocked off from the bridge. And over here we have all this storage, so they cannot touch these storage chests, so I don't find any funny business in there. Those are just my storage, and they also don't tend to go up in here for the storage as well, so that is quite nice. So if you want some chests just yourself, place them off where the pals are going to find them inconvenient to go to, and you can probably have those as your own storage, and then they will tend to use the chests that are out and easy for them to get to. So if you've been struggling with finding random stuff in your chests, that may help you some. So it's a little bit dark out here, so I'm going to go take us to the second base and show you the mining base real quick because it has a beautiful night view. And you can see here I can go up to 3 bases. I do need to go ahead and build that 3rd base. I just Haven't done it yet because I'm having so much fun playing the game. So let's go in here to the mining base, guys. Now, check out that view. You have that beautiful tree, the waterfall, the snow, the lights, the night sky. It's a stunning view. So I'm gonna go ahead and give us a little bit of a fly around on the night sky, and then probably swap it to daytime for us. Let me, oh, well, we're not flying anywhere on him. Let's just take the ground tour real quick. So down here, we do have all the mining nodes. Normally there's a lot more, but my pals kind of just went ham on them. And over here, one of the things great about this base is you have coal and you have the regular mining nodes, so you get both, which is absolutely fantastic. I don't know of any other location in the game where you can access both for a mining base like this. So let's hop off here, and I'll actually grab my flyer. My apologies. There we go. And let's take the tour. Now, one thing is this is high up. So if you are, oh, she's sleeping out on the cliff. That's dangerous. If you're afraid of heights, this one is a little bit of a doozy. And we're going to look at this in daytime too. But I quite like it. Now, all of this area is mining nodes, so you can't really do much out there because you don't want to interrupt the mining node areas and risk them not respawning. But you can still do a lot with the areas you do have. The one thing with this location on the map, and again, it's up here at 186 -38. This is not very level, so you have to be careful with how you build on it and what you do. So I'm going to go ahead and take us into the daytime real quick, because I want to be able to show you the rest of this in the daytime. Now, you may be asking, how are we going into the daytime? Well, I built myself a tiny home under the stairs. Oh, I'm going to unsummon him. Sorry, my flying mount likes to try to mess with stuff out here, so I have to unsummon him. That's the one downside. So we're going to go ahead and go into morning and get us some daylight. Now, here is my little tiny home in the daytime. Look at that. I got a cool view. Outside at night, it's quite beautiful too. You can see the stars and oftentimes the moon. And you can actually fit quite a lot under here. And I put my tiny home under here because I needed a platform to raise the processing center anyways, because I want to be able to grappling hook back and forth, because when you're dealing with ingots and ore, sometimes you have to carry heavy weights of materials back and forth. So we also have a stunning view over here, by the way. Just don't walk off the edge because, oh buddy, it's high up. We are very high up. So you can see here that this has not interrupted any of these spawning nodes, which is nice. So like right there, we literally get a spawning node at the base. I've got these as well. For some reason, my flyers, they work great for processing the ore into ingots. They're not the best at bringing it over here, so the other transporters tend to bring it for them. Mostly, they bring it over to the edge and kind of drop it on the floor. And it's just these guys, the ones that are red and gold. For some reason, they kind of just drop it on the floor. But we do have double wide stairs, and almost all the other pals are able to get up here and store these. And one thing I've done is, instead of doing a chest in a wall like some people do, which is a great idea, I do storage crates, because these hold a whole lot. And I really don't have to worry about what is going into the storage crates because they do hold so much. They only put stuff in the bottom storage crate, which is great. My pals do not access the top storage crate at all. And I put the second storage crate up here simply because a lot of my pals kept getting stuck on top of this first storage crate. When there's two, they don't go on top of it. Now you can grappling hook over. You don't have to be up here. You can literally be like right here. So let's say you bring like 500 ore from your other base for some reason. You want a grappling hook over there. You totally can. And on our way over there, we do have the pal beds, which are currently covered in ore. My apologies. They will pick that up. And then we have the tropical oasis here. I wanted to do the smaller pal beds because I do have my pal limit set up to 20 right now. I'm currently only leveled up on my base to where I have 17 out, but still I didn't want to fit 17 blue beds here because that would be quite massive. And up here is where we do all of our processing. So I can grab these real quick. I can tell them to go ahead and process some more. And they will literally fly over and process this while being in the air. And it is the coolest thing ever. So this is my mining base. I hope you guys like the setup for it. It did take a little while because these stairs are not connected to that floor down there. It was hard to get those to line up. I got darn close, and I do quite like it out here. So if you're looking for a mining base, I highly consider this location. There are some others, but they all have either coal or ore or sulfur or crystal. They're all one thing, and this one has two of the four, sorry, and you can very easily go get the others because you don't need mass quantities of them. So this works out quite well, and you're able to keep your gear repaired, your stuff built, and pretty much do anything you want to, because man, I've been running this since yesterday, and I've already got 329 refined ingots in here and 621 ingots, and I have 3 machines that I didn't even pick stuff up from over there. So I do hope you like the tour of my bases so far. This is the more noisy of the 2 bases simply because of the mining work that goes on here. But I do like, I like them both. I am going to build a 3rd base. I just am not 100% sold on what it's going to be yet because I haven't built any of my big processing machines and assembly lines. But you know, I like these so far, so I figured I'd share. If you guys haven't clicked like and subscribe yet, it's definitely welcome. I'm very happy to have you guys here. And if you do click and turn on notifications, YouTube will tell you when I go live. So thanks again for making it through my tour. And if you don't mind the comments below, tell me what you've been doing for your bases and what you've been doing in Palworld. And I look forward to hearing from y'all. Thanks so much. Bye for now.